Hello everyone, my name is Rainer and welcome back to another episode of Luxury Utopia in Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode we started with this passive Sleet wheat farm. It's pretty big and it's because it's passive, and passive Sleet wheat takes a bit to grow. We can see that here, these plants. Wild growth is 72 cycles. You do get, I think, 18 sleet wheat out of one plant. So you do get a lot of it, but still it takes quite a while to grow. So we made a big farm. The problem is, and you can also see that here, these only grow from minus 55 to 5 degrees Celsius. So we need to change the temperature a bit. It's super hot in here. It's 30 degrees. Here's also 30 degrees. It's almost 40 on this side. So we have to do something about this. And the quickest way to cool this down, we did make a cooling loop underneath, but with gas, cooling this down will take many cycles. So we're not going to go purely that way. The quickest way to cool an area down is to make temp shift plates out of ice. And we have quite a bit of ice dug up from the top. We have 148 tons of ice, so we can make a lot of them. The problem is, if we make ice temp shift plates, of course, they will melt rather quickly because there's a lot of heat capacity here. And this water will, of course, stream out of here. It will mess up the floor here. So what I'm going to start off with in this area is we're going to make rather high priority. I'm going to make a basin. So I'm going to do it like this. Let's just make it all the way like that. That should be sufficient. And this will... Okay, this will go... Yeah, I should have just made it here. The problem is, of course, cancel, that otherwise it will flow both sides and we still have a mess. So we're going to make it like this. This should be more than enough capacity to catch the water that we get. And once this is full of water, I'm just going to pump it back over to a line here, and then it can go back to the storage, to the water storage. But yeah, this is the most important part. I made this as an 8, so that's okay. Another thing that we need in here is a lot of refined metal, because we're going to make this passive, so we're going to use auto sweepers, and we don't have that much refined metal. We do have a lot of refined metal on another planetoid, and that's Coulson. Here we have almost 210 tons of lead, and luckily we have an easy way to ship it over. We just have to store it in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to only refined metal lead. I'm going to leave it at this priority. I'm going to deconstruct this first. Then I'm going to build a ladder, and then I'm going to set this to a higher priority. Wait, I'm just going to make this as a 9. I'm also going to, yeah, I think I'm going to disable this here. And then I'm going to stop water from flowing in the oil well. So it's not a problem that she doesn't wear a suit, because down here the temperature is rather high, but at only 70 degrees we start scalding. And this goes max to about 60, I've seen. So that should be okay, as long as we don't go in here, because in here with all the gases, it's not a nice area without a suit. So I'm going to try to stay away from that. So I can actually raise this to a higher priority. I'm gonna make this like a 6 or something. And then these here, these are an 8. Yeah, that's okay. So we are gonna focus on bringing lead over. And that way we don't have to make resources. And the lead is actually fine. It has a very low melting point, but again, we're gonna make it very cool there. And this has a low heat capacity, so it will cool down pretty quickly. So back to here, we're going to use lead for the auto sweepers and what's it called? The conveyor loaders, and also the cables to power all of this. So let's look at the sleet wheat. Sleet wheat is going to go in here. And then here we make a small berry sludge kitchen. So we need for that a microbe musher. Let's make that as a 6. We're gonna make that gold amalgam there. Then I also want to access this via transit tube. So we are going to use some transit tubes. I'm going to make that here. I'm going to deconstruct that one because I want to go up here. And I think that's all we need in here. We just need the micro musher. Because, yeah, here we're going to collect the ingredients for the berry sludge. And then this is just the place where we make the berry sludge, and that's it. Let's start with the cooling as well, because we made this cooling loop. But this gas, of course, needs to be cooled down. And the easiest way to do that is with a steam room. So I'm going to make a steam room. It can be 3 high. Let me see. I'm going to utilities, an aqua tuner in there, because we're also going to cool down water. Aqua tuner needs a liquid pipe thermal sensor and some automation wire. Let's make that out of iron. And then we also need a thermal regulator, and this is for the gases. This one has the input up there, so we go to ventilation, gas pipe, thermal sensor out of iron here. Then automation, a wire like so. And that is most of the bottom room done. We of course need to have power in here. And I think I'm going to make a heavy watt wire in here to just power them both. Let me see, this is 5, that should be the steam. Let's deconstruct all of these actually. And then on the other side we go back down. Let me see, so we have another room here. I'm also going to make that 3 high. This is where our steam engine will be. So here's where I will have a heavy watt joint plate. One here and one here. I'm only going to build this one for now, because I want to pump out all of this at once, and the water that I use to cool here, I only want to have that in these tiles and nothing else. So I'm going to close this side actually off. And then we just need a couple of tiles to make airlocks. Like so. Set up a couple of bottle emptiers, one here and one here, but for that we need to deconstruct this one. And then we can have a heavy watt conductive wire. Yeah, why not? Like so. And then the steam engine will be there. I think this is okay. I could even close this off and then only use this as an entrance. Let's actually do that. So we're just gonna build all of this down here. Then I'm gonna close this off. And I'm gonna add water from here, also for the bottom room. Should be fine actually. So this all I want to be done as a 6. Yep, is already a 6. Of course this needs power in the end, and I'm going to draw power via a heavy watt wire. So not a heavy watt conductive joint plate, but I mean not the heavy watt conductive wire, but the regular wire. And I'm gonna get that from up here, connected to this grid up here. So I'll be working on that for a bit. And I'm going to make a transit tube, because this is going to be my power spine. So I cannot go through there with my transit tube. So I'm going to actually go through here. And I will make a crossing right there. And I cannot build here, of course. Anyway, it's going to be a little bit like that. And then the wire will come from this side, of course. I think I'm going to make another joint plate here. And then the rest can be the regular heavy watt wire. Because this is just 50 kilowatts, I'm going to make this the final wire. Because I don't want to open it up anymore. But the rest is actually not that big of a deal. Alright, I'll let them work on this a bit. They're going to build this, of course. That's going to be rather quickly. And in the meantime, I'm going to go to Toxazon. We have some repairs to do here. We have a couple of issues here. We have contents 950 micrograms of aluminum. This is super hot and this doesn't seem to cool down. So we have a couple of packets here, which are super tiny, and they stay at 500 plus degrees. And I need to go back in here to solve this problem. Otherwise, it will eventually block this loader. And you can see here the conveyor loader is starting to fill up. So we need to go in here. And we need to do this with a high priority. So I'm going to build a ladder here. We're going in from the bottom. That means that the steam cannot escape. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make shipping another conveyor shut off, out of steel of course. I'm going to add that here. Then we're going to cut this line. Once this is built, I want to have a timer sensor here, and I'm not out of aluminum. Automation, a timer sensor out of gold. And what I want to do here is basically every cycle or so stop the flow for about 10 seconds, and then everything will crunch together, which will mean that we get more full packets, which can cool down and then go out. At least that's the idea. There's one more thing that I need to do here, and that is add in a bit of wire to power this one. This timer sensor, I'm going to make the green duration super long, and the red duration, I'm going to make like 20 seconds. So every, it's going to be 600 seconds open, this shut off, and then it's going to be closed for 20 seconds. 20 seconds should be more than enough. Maybe even 10 seconds is enough, but I'm going to make that at 20 seconds. Okay, this is now built. 1 second, so I can shipping, cut this line. All right. And then we need to build this really quick. So igneous rock there. Nails, this is the first thing you have to do. Why did you take 100? All right, and that will mean that that one is okay. And as you can see here, all the small packets have disappeared. So now it's all full 20 kilogram packets or nothing. Maybe sometimes we still have a smaller packet because, yeah, they're 4,000 grams. But I think even that one is cooling down. We have 196 degrees, not 500 or something like that. So this is now working with this conveyor shut off a lot better than what we had before. Still idle, still idle. Yeah, we're gonna prepare this, and once one of these becomes dormant, we can access it. But yeah, for now, we have to do with what we can. So now it's time to start cooling this down, and we're going to not withhold with ice. So we're going to make like 3 there, 3 more here. And maybe even 4 here. And another 4 here. And maybe like 2 more there. Or 3. So we want to make this super cold. That means a lot of ice, and that means also that a lot of ice will fall down here. A lot of water will fall down. So it's going to be wet. But yeah, no issues there. In the meantime, they are building here already. We can drop a bit of water in here, but I want this to be built first. I don't think I need anything else down here. Oh yeah, we need to have the pipes. Let's do that real quick. So we need to have gas pipes down. We need to cut this one. So the normal gas will go out here, and then we have an overflow, which will just go down and then over. We set this one. We will have hydrogen in here, and if we are, let's see, chlorine condenses at -34. This will lower it by 14 degrees. So if we are above -20, so if it's warmer than -20, we can go in here. Yeah. Let's make actually everything here at the bottom as a 7. So that's okay, as a 7, so that we can close this off. Actually the same I need to do with the liquid. So let's also make the plumbing liquid. We're going to come, I guess, from the bottom here. We go in here. Normal line will go through and like this. And then the overflow will just go down and jump over. That's already that. And we're going to cool down everything above 25-ish. Then I want to cool down quite a few things with that. I want to start with... Oh, see, we already have 9 tons of lead here. Very nice. So we're going to cool down this area a bit. And then also here some transformers to power this kitchen. But yeah, let's let them build this first a bit. Let's make some there as well. Let's actually not build that one so we can get through here. And we can actually also build this already. Okay. And oh, that is a 9. Let's make all of these as a 7. And then the rest can be all as a 6. Alright, this has to be done first so I can close this off. Because I think that's all we need in here. In the meantime, the first temp shift plates have been placed. And you can see that cools down this area very quickly. It's 800 kilograms of ice that is placed. You see that dumps a lot of coldness into that place. So this is from 40 degrees to 6 degrees now. But yeah, we're collecting some water here. At some point, I hope that this water will freeze again into ice. So yeah, we will not be filling this up completely. A little bit of steel, and then this is also done. And then we can go down here. Let's set this to a higher priority, 6. And let's see, we are going to dig over. We have to be careful with what we dig up, of course. What do we have here? We have some granite, some gold. There's some bleachstone, and there's some carbon dioxide, of course. I'm going to make, let's see, these are all left-sided. I'm going to make this one mirrored. So the vertical line is going to be here. Going to make like this. Let me see, we need 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have here and here tiles. This one is one higher. Let's actually not build that one yet. And then we go over like so. So I'm just gonna build all of this. Dig out this and this. Should be able to reach almost everything except the bottom here, of course. And we're gonna drag some water down. But that's okay. Let's go a little bit deeper. And then we go over, and here we go back up. Like so. Going to make the bottom room first because this is very important to be a vacuum. The top room, I don't care that much if it's a vacuum or not. But this room needs to be a vacuum. I can already put in this, I guess. Steel. Then I need to turn it around. Like so. And this one I can also put in already. Turn it around. And then I can start off with a bit of conveyor rail, gold amalgam, and we go like so, down. I need to be careful not to build everything, but this is okay. No, this one I don't want to build yet. I need to be careful what I build, because I want to be able to stand on these tiles to build everything, otherwise I cannot reach anymore. Yeah, let's leave it like that for now. Let's see, how much lead do we have in the meantime? 16 tons of lead. And let's see, this is now getting to negative degrees. Very nice. This is all in, it seems, so we can close this off. Let's make it as an 8. And once it's closed off, I can put in some water here. And then it's important that these power wires are made so we can start pumping this out. So we need a gas pump in here. I'm just gonna build it here. Some wire. Which I don't want to have dropped in. Wait. I should not have built this one. Wait. Deconstruct. I should not have built this one because there's gonna be a conductive joint plate here. And if I break it from the top, then it will fall down and I cannot reach it anymore. So that was a little bit dumb. So this is now closed off, so we can drop water in here. Enable auto bottle. Let's see, I want to have 2 or 3 bottles in here. Let's set this as a 9 so I can keep an eye on it. Okay, that is emptied. Then we can also add a gas pipe up and a pressure vent so we can pump all of this out. Alright, as you can see here, this here is now completely dry. Basically everything has been turned to ice because this is minus 16 degrees. And this is what I want to see everywhere. And then we can just deconstruct this ice again and move it somewhere else. We are picking up little bits of ice every time, which is not very efficient. But yeah, this is just the thing here. This is not a super efficient... Well, it is a very efficient way to cool things down, because otherwise we would have done this via the thermal regulator, which is very slow. As I said, gas, even though it's hydrogen that we're going to use, it still has quite a low thermal capacity. It is going to be sufficient to cool down these plants, but yeah, to get this whole area cooled down is just going to take too long. Anyway, we're going to bring the hydrogen over now. So let's go like this. As a 7 is fine. Go down. Then I'm just gonna jump into here. Going to cut this off because I don't want everything to flow in. I don't want small packets to flow in there. So let's just connect this. I want always full packets in here. So this thermal, thermal regulator works as efficient as possible. If you have half packets, it just uses the same amount of power. Although it doesn't work anyway because it doesn't have power yet. We are making a bit of progress, but it needs to be sped up. In the meantime, this volcano actually became dormant, which means we can open this up completely. Build the conveyor rail here out of steel, and then analyze this as a 9. Alright, nice timing. I also want to set up a dispenser. Let's make it something like here, so we can eventually drop all the items. And this is still a vacuum, so that's really nice. Oh, this is already pumping, that's great. And we can start building our auto sweepers because now we have 43 tons of refined metal in this area. So let's build them out of lead. So 1 here and then every time like so. Then we can also make conveyor loaders. Oh, no, not out of steel. Wait a minute. And actually, these can all be done as a 5. These do not have priority at all. because we only need them at the end. So shipping, again, conveyor loaders as a 5. Let's make them out of lead. I don't want to waste steel on that. So yeah, here we go. Very cheap metal on this lead. Amazing for big projects like this. Alright, and then we just need to have a conveyor rail. Also as a 5 out of copper is okay, and we're just gonna get it all the way over from there. And here as well. And then get it from there down. So that is the rail. And then of course we also need power, so conductive wire out of lead, of course. And then we're gonna connect everything up here. Alright, so we have quite a bit of power wires coming out of here. And here's another one. I think I'm gonna connect this one to the heavy wire watt, and I'm just gonna sneak this one in the top one here. And then I need a couple of transformer layers. So out of mesh tile, we're gonna do it like so, so, and so. And I can deconstruct all of these here. This can all go. Oh yeah, we need to have another shipping auto sweeper, this one out of gold, because this is in our expensive kitchen. And now I just need to see, oh yeah, there we can, as you can see here, this tile with this block here is lighted when we are here. So this is a nice spot for the auto sweeper. Let's put it there. And of course that one also needs power. Is this gonna be okay to do? I'm gonna hook them on this wire. It is not the best for decor, -10 radius 4 tiles. How is the... it's very... yeah, the heavy watt conductive wire is a bit much. I don't want to have that in there. I guess I can make another layer here. Yeah, let's make this also a... I'm gonna make a different layer for these, because there's gonna be too much power for on that same wire. Conductive wire, let's go down. This one also. I mean, I guess I can put this one also on there. Should be easily capable of doing that. And then we go in there. Guess until there. I think so. Let me see, one of the power transformers out of copper is okay, and then we go like that, yeah. Exactly. Then of course also these wires have to come down, so we have to go up until here, like so. Alright. Then we have our cooling loop, which is coming through from there. So what I can do is radiant pipes out of thermally reactive. I mean, I could also make that out of lead. Yeah, let's make it out of lead actually. I'm gonna make it like so, couple. Let's also do it here. And then we come back on this side. So first we go up in there and then connect all this up. And then we go back, and then up here I'm going to make a tank. This is going to go up. Yeah. Then we have more radiant pipes. So. And then here we go up also to there. Oh, we 10 grand. This is already a vacuum, but at the bottom here we have a little bit of carbon dioxide left. Okay. Okay, I think we can start looking for Sleet wheat. We have 72 there. We have 72 there. I think we're going to go to that one. So let's dig. Yeah, as an 8 is okay. Let's go in there and then go through here. And then sweep this as a 9. And then here we have sweep only sleet wheat. Yeah. So that makes 72. I can drop it on the floor. And then the pips can go to work. Yeah, there we go. Sleet wheat. And the pip carries it and then digs it into the floor. And now sleet wheat is growing here. And we don't need to fertilize it. We don't need to irrigate it. Although it is watered. But we don't need to irrigate it anymore. It's just going to grow here. So that's great. Our first sleet wheat is growing. This is also the hydrogen is here. So let's actually start having this flow in. Oh, this is not powered yet. Okay, so this hydrogen is gonna get cooled by the natural tiles, I guess. So the first flow will heat up the tiles a bit. These will cool down very quickly. Copper ore, still minus, it's okay. Alright, the gold volcano has been analyzed. Next activity, 42 cycles. It's active 61.5 cycles every 107. So more free golds. Oh yeah, we need to have the auto sweeper here. Don't forget. Whoops, almost forgot. Let's build that like this. And the power, we also need to build a power wire. Also, don't forget. Very important. So this one goes all the way down, then this one goes up again, and then all the way through. That should be the... yeah. And then this one comes down here. So I want to make sure to finish this so we can sweep this and close this off. So this definitely stays a vacuum. And then we can start with the top room to make that a steam room. And I don't have to be very careful because there is some bleach stone here. There is some carbon dioxide in the way. But it doesn't really matter if it's not a pure vacuum. So here we have sweep only and all. Do we have another? We have one here. Let's disable that one. Yeah. Let's copy these settings to there. So we just need to steal here and then we can start sweeping this room empty. Just put everything in here and drop it. Ah, wait. We almost forgot, of course, the liquid vent, liquid pipe. And this is gonna jump over here. What I'm gonna do is lead the liquid in. So this is the input where we can enter some liquid from that side. And then the steam turbine is gonna be at the top. We can already put it down there actually. Let's make the power at that side. Then we can connect it like so. And wait, actually I don't want to do this. I want to be able to build everything, so like so. And then dig, and then dig. Again, it doesn't matter if a little bit of carbon dioxide or bleach stone chlorine comes in here. Let's not do that one yet. Actually, this one is okay. that one also. Okay. This is all empty already. Okay, nice. Oh, now I cannot build these, but I can build those from the top. So I'm not worried about those. I'm just worried about this liquid vent here and this pipe. We need to make that before we close this off. Alright, this is now a vacuum, so we can deconstruct this. We can deconstruct all of that and this one. Then we can, let me see, sweep this up, please. And this also. I don't want to build here yet, so let's build a small tile here first. Like so. Just to push over the water. I want this to be... I can also sweep this, I guess, but I want to build something here. So that... Okay, get out. Okay, so this will push the water over. And if I... actually... I don't know if this is enough. Because this here should not contain water. So what I'm gonna do here actually is just gonna sweep here. And I need to be careful not to sweep too long. So I'm gonna set this to a lower speed when a duplicate comes to sweep. Okay, Vliam is coming. Stop. Okay. Okay, we picked up the water. That's perfect. Okay. Exactly what I wanted. So now I know for sure that no water goes over. So we can close this off as a 9. Can sweep this up and then I can close... Oh, wait. I need to put the steam turbine in here, of course. And connect it to the power. And also make the liquid pipe stuff. Let me see. Oh, crap. I messed up. Okay. So, we do need to make a liquid lock at the bottom. I forgot the liquid vent. It's not something I rarely forget, but still annoying. So we need to make can we make it there? We can make it here, I guess. No, I have to do it like this. I guess I can just drop this down. And then this water should fall on here. Interesting. Maybe I don't even need this one. Yeah, let's try that. So here, let's close this off. First these two. Let's set this to all. So if we have something in here, we can pick it up. And once this is closed off, we can close this also off. And then we can start digging up there. Yeah, perfect. And those two as well. Very nice. And now we can start digging here. And it's important that there's no water here, that this is a vacuum. So because this room is going to be hot and this room we want to cool down. So there shouldn't be any thermal conductivity from the bottom room to the top row and a top room. And if this is a vacuum, if there's no liquid here, then this cannot transfer heat into this room. And that is exactly what I want to achieve. Okay, this is now closed off. It is a vacuum. So now we can close this off. And then I could drop this one down. I guess what I also can do, how far does this go? Until here? I guess we can make conveyor loader there. And then conveyor rail. Not everything has to be as a 9. But I want to lead the rail through here. And I guess for now I'm just gonna drop it down here. But yeah, this is where everything goes out. Also means we need to have a cable up there. So let's lead that up. Actually, this one, I guess this one can go like so. How's the decor down here? Yeah, we don't see the pipe from here because it's 4 tiles. Yeah, so that should be okay. And I need to make this a lot nicer because this is disgustingly ugly. Yeah, not good. So we're gonna make metal blocks or something out of gold, like there and there. It's gonna help already a lot. Actually, I'm gonna make a door here. I want to limit the amount of times you can get in. So what I can also do is make a pneumatic door here. And then some gold metal tiles. This is already a little bit better. Plus 26. Nice. And then this door we can control also with a timer sensor, I guess. Out of gold. Let's place it. Where can we put it? Maybe here. Yeah, let's put it there. And gold wire. Let's go through here. And then we can even add some gold wallpaper in this area, just to make it a little bit nicer even. Decor. Plus 71. Yeah, maximum decor now. Okay. Very good. And this one can still reach this. Need to make sure that once we start sweeping this up, they don't run up every time, because we typically drop our water here as a 7. Let's make that at the bottom also a 7, so they pick the shorter road, because yeah, that would not be good there, because we are going to sweep this up at some point. I'm not going to wait until this is all ice, because that would mean that we have to cool the water down, and that's not what I want. So we need to sweep a bit here. Oh yeah, this is now done. So I wonder if I deconstruct this, the water will drop here, and it should create a liquid lock here. But let's see. Yeah, I think that should just work, right? That's now there. So now I can deconstruct this one and this one. So I can go in here. All right, still a vacuum. And this is now built. Power's in. Yeah, let's connect this again. So let's start sweeping up all of this. Actually, not like that. I want to do some, because if you sweep a whole line, they are not very efficient. This is now full. Okay, so we can deconstruct this one. And that would mean that this gas will flow back. Perfect. Yeah, I want to deconstruct only the tile. And I guess we can deconstruct this. Sweep up this. So let's add in the other transformers. And then we have to think about the cooling. What I want to see here is a liquid reservoir, like there. Then we can go in. Let's actually go like this, and then out through here again. Of course, this is temporary. At some point, we're going to use this water to cool down another farm with bristle blossoms, because that's what we need also for the berry sludge. Berry sludge is here. Exceptionally long shelf life, so it doesn't actually spoil. But we need bristleberries and sleetweed. So sleetweed is already being worked on at the bottom, but bristleberries is going to be another farm at the top here. And then of course we need water actually to use in this loop. So let's also start up that. We're gonna use this polluted water. I need to make a ladder here. Let's make this a 5 actually. Let's go like this. Then I'm going to make a normal pipe. as a 5. Actually, let's take the ladder here. It's a little bit more convenient. So we'll go down here, over, and then from here we are going something like that. And then we need some bridges, liquid bridge, like so. Then one there, and one there, and one there. Then this also needs power, so let's connect that up. And this switch has to go to on. So yeah, once we have some water coming over, then this will fill up, and I want to make sure that this doesn't empty, but it already doesn't because it cannot be built. Okay, that's our safety. I want to build this first before I want to lock this off. Okay, kitchen is closed. So decor. Actually looking pretty decent now here. Nice. So if we're cooking berry sludge forever, yeah, we cannot reach this now, but that's fine. Yeah. In here, chlorine is -8.5, so it is cooling down. -9. Okay, very good. Alright, here on Toxazon, this is already done, so let's dig out the rest as well. This is actually still a vacuum. I'm surprised about that. How is this still a vacuum? We dug up some bleachstone, right? I was pretty sure there was bleachstone like here or something. I mean, that's fine, I guess. And if I were guessing anyway, I can also put this now in. Then in plumbing, I can make a liquid pipe. I don't know why I make it insulated, but I just do. And then we make a radiant pipe out of aluminum through there, and then some more insulated like that, and like so. I made a stupid mistake. This is made out of copper ore, and that is not good. Especially now that we have... Oh, we should actually stop the flow here. So we have this thermal actuator now running. But yeah, this is now getting hotter, and yeah, a copper thermal regulator cannot handle this heat, so we have to get in here. We have to be rather quickly because this is 125. We can wait a bit until this is cooled down slightly. Let's see, how can we do this? I guess that's okay. What we can do is make a pipe to there and then bridge it over again. And this doesn't have to be a 9. Let's make this a 6. So I want to put some salt water here. I do have some salt water. Stop. Okay, how much do we have here? 70 kilograms. We deconstruct this one, just so that the overflow goes out instead of in, because I don't want any salt water in here. Yeah, I just want to get in here and deconstruct this and rebuild it with in steel. Then we can deconstruct this and deconstruct that. And this is going to be 35 grams, and salt water, wait. That might also vaporize. Ooh boy, this might not be good. Yes. Auto. move here. Okay. Utilities, thermoregulator, a lot of steel. Build it. Oh, we have steel there. How's the salt water? It is holding up actually. It is warming up slightly, but not that bad. I guess because we're not adding heat. I also want to sweep here. And sweep this. Okay. And then as a 9, rebuild these two. Pipe blocked. Oh yeah, of course. Come on. Yeah, I think we just about made it. Okay, cool. All right, you guys can continue. Whoops. Alright, now that everything is repaired here, we can also connect that. And how much water do we have? 4,000. That's actually not that bad. And that means that we will start cooling this area. We also start cooling this here, and also the steam engine is going to be cooled now. Alright, you can see the cooling loop is now in, and these power transformers are nicely cooled to 25-ish, 20 to 25 degrees. These are a little bit warmer. I guess they are exposed to a little bit more heat here. And this area is also nicely cooled down. And the steam turbine as well. So that is working perfectly. And of course, this aqua tuner will also, as I mentioned before, cool down the bristleberry farm. What was it? Bristleberry farm that we will make above here. So we're gonna make another farm. It's gonna be a little bit smaller than this one, I think. I need to check my calculations. But yeah, that will be another passive farm where pips will do the work of planting everything. Let's see actually how far they can plant. They already got until here. I don't know if they go a lot further than that. Alright, seems that our first water is in here, which means that we have 500 kilograms in there. Let's set it to 200 and then reset it so we get another 200 in there. And then we should have exactly 100 kilograms per tile water in there. And this will be completely finished, which means that I can also remove all these pipes here. Yeah, I don't really need it anymore. So once this water is through, I will recheck if this is exactly 100, but it should be. Yeah, that is very accurate. So that means we can deconstruct all of this. Don't need it anymore. And we can keep this line for when we want to work on this volcano. So yeah. This is a success in my eyes. We are making a lot of sleet wheat, which will be cooled here. And once this is at a good level, -18, yeah, this is still -13, so it's not cold enough, I think. Although this is still deep frozen, and it's -11. So maybe it is okay. Who knows? I'm at least happy with the result here. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Anyway, that was it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and see you in the next video.